Alright, so welcome back to the channel, and today I have a special guest, so obviously introduce yourself.
Oh, bro.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man? Bro, I'm out, man. That nigga's tripping.
I'm back on YouTube, baby. Yaku Stapleton.
Alright, Carl, what do you do? Tell them what you do.
Study fashion design and then make things I think are cool outside of that. That's about it.
Alright, so today we're just going to have a random discussion video about like different stuff in fashion. So I've got some topics on my phone and then we're just going to kind of expand on those topics essentially. So the first question is, do you think there's a difference between luxury fashion and streetwear?
Yeah, definitely.
So what do you say the difference is?
I guess like the silhouettes, the experimentation. For like high-end fashion, like it's like anything goes. It's more artistic. Whereas streetwear is getting to that point where like people are bored of. Well, not bored. Streetwear's cool. It's more like just what you'd wear like every day. Like streetwear more comes from subcultures, which most of them are about just comfort and just doing whatever the subculture is that be that. The music, like a musical subculture or skateboarding or whatever. And then high-end fashion comes from like, it's more like artistic. It's based on like developing like an idea. Like you start with one thing and you develop it and develop it. And
yeah. What do you say about the kind of like design aspects, the difference between high-end fashion and streetwear? Would you say streetwear is like t-shirts and hoodies and stuff, and then high fashion is something else?
I guess so, but it's just becoming like, it is becoming the same thing slowly, but there is still definitely like a bridge, but like the longer things go in the direction they go now, where streetwear is becoming like the most profitable way to make clothes, it's seeming like a lot more of the high end fashion brands are like, they're just making less like artistic stuff. It's becoming more like, oh, let's just make whatever's gonna sell.
Because obviously you've got brands like Burberry, Givenchy, all these brands that considered luxury brands, but it looks like
they're not really. Yeah, it's basically streetwear now, just with really high
it's crazy because now it's like there's a fusion. It's almost like there's no difference between streetwear and high fashion anymore.
There is. Like you can see it in some places if you look like close, but
unless we would call streetwear kind of like Instagram brands, is literally just printing on tees and stuff. Otherwise, there's kind of like a grey area between streetwear
like what is streetwear? What would you say streetwear?
I don't know what I define it as. To me, it's just more of a look than me actually defining it. I could look at.
I feel like you've discussed this before, haven't you?
Yeah.
What is streetwear? It's like a culture more than like a, and it's like a huge. It's not even. It's like a huge subculture. We can't really. That's come from loads of different like little bits of different things. To the point where there's so much that influences it. And there's so many people within it that like can alter things. That it's not. It can't just be one simple. It's like trying to describe what fashion is. It's like deep.
It's complex. I feel you. But okay, so another thing I talk about on this channel a lot is like so LVMH is hiring loads of people like Virgil Abloh, Rihanna, like influencers / popular people. So how do you feel about that? Do you think people who come from more of a design background or just people who have shown to actually design good stuff should be there? Because just to snowball, like I personally don't think you need to study fashion design to be a sick fashion designer. But I feel like it helps because they teach you certain things that you wouldn't learn otherwise, that you have to go on your own and actually learn. Which you might not be able to find because there's not one person who's going to tell you everything like in school. So that's why I tell people there are great designers who didn't study fashion design. Like Raf Simons. But Raf Simons learned how to design.
They come from like some level of design. Like they've had someone near them who can like help influence them and guide them. That like, if you just look at them as a person, you think, oh, they didn't. Technically, they didn't. Like, if I'm always around someone who's actually like a trained fashion designer, like I'm gonna, whether I've studied fashion or not, I'm gonna pick up.
I mean, like you can, like someone like Alexander McQueen learned how to tailor working in Savile Row with no prior like design experience. So it's like all that he learned working Savile Row, people who go to fashion design school probably won't learn that much. For real. So it's like if you don't study fashion design, essentially my point is you have to work under someone who's gonna teach you everything you need to know. Otherwise, you won't be able to design well. So what do you think about people like Rihanna and Virgil Abloh who haven't really done stuff like that?
It's kind of to the point where I guess these people that can make we don't really know enough about what's going on behind the scenes. Yeah. So like I can, from like the outside, it's like, oh, in theory they shouldn't be good at design, but then I don't know who. We don't know who's actually helping them behind the scenes. Like, there's no way Rihanna knows. Well, she might do, but unlikely she knows how to pattern cut.
There's no way.
Like, she's just saying like it's more likely that she said like, oh, this is like a few things that she likes. She's got a mood board and she's brought it to a design team she's got, and then they're like, alright, cool, I guess we'll like, they just bring her the samples. They're like, oh, like, here's the pants that are like this, here's these pants. She's like, oh yeah, them ones. And like there's a colour swatch, which is sick. Like it's like it is a level of design, but
it's like curation type of thing.
Yeah, it's not more. Yeah. It's not there's not really much design development or like realization. It's more.
Yeah. Do you know I have a problem with it though? Because when people talk about like a Fenty collection, which is her brand that she just released, people are going to be like, oh, Rihanna designed, and it's like, but she didn't though.
Yeah, she
curated it.
Yeah, that's more an accurate word. But then like people don't get that.
Yeah, it's like she didn't really design. To be fair,
then I'm not. It's highly unlikely I'm gonna buy Rihanna Fenty. Yeah. Whereas the people that are gonna buy it, that's what they want. They want to be able to be like, yeah, Rihanna designed it, and that's who she's aimed it at anyway. Yeah. So
that's a good point.
It's really good, like marketing. Like, and the same with Virgil. Like the stuff he's making that's like really big. Like some of it I think is really cool, but the people who are buying it, like, it's marketed well at them. Yeah. So it's kind of like.
Yeah, I don't. People always think I have like a problem with like Virgil Abloh and Off-White because like, I talk about him so much. I think the only reason why I talk about him so much is because he's overrated. Like, to me, Off-White is like, there's some good pieces, but he's very 100%. Inconsistent with collections. And when people hold it like up here, it's like I just want to bring it down here where it belongs. Like, I don't think it deserves to be like
looked at some other stuff and just. Then made a decision rather than just looking at whatever gets pumped into the head, which is just Off-White.
LV, Dior, Balenciaga, friends.
Oh, I miss when Vetements was getting pushed into people's heads.
Oh no,
Vetements fire. I actually like Vetements.
No, it's not. Vetements.
I miss when Vetements was everywhere.
It's like, decent, but
I prefer going on my phone and this is Vetements everywhere than going on now and it's like just. Monogram.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
Like, fam, I was going on seeing like some weird, like at least something weird. I was going, what? Like them. Oh, it was sick.
Yeah, what the hoodies with the like elongated sleeves and like the crazy jeans. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Compared to now, like that was way more
monograms.
Fun.
I can't stand it, bro.
Monograms.
Just logos everywhere. Nah,
it's cool, but it's just like I don't want to see it all the time. What other questions you got?
So, what do you think about Show Studio?
I don't know enough to the point where I could like give like a round opinion, but it's just I feel like every time I go on, like, so like even now, like, I'll probably go home now and then put one on, but I always end up just turning it off. I feel like whoever they've got on, I don't know where they get them from or whether they're just all like influencers or whatever, but I just find them just like I'll click on a video where like I know something about the brand and they're just talking rubbish a lot of the time, or like it's all this extra words. Yeah, those are like elongated
fancy words,
elongated sentences to exemplify the theory of like why this cut is to like this length. Oh, just it's a long sleeve. Like why they got to make me feel like I'm not intelligent? Maybe that's my own personal issue. But then I'm watching it and I'm there like, I'm not this stupid, am I? Like, I'll just turn it off and like, this is just stupid. Like, why are they talking like this?
Yeah, I don't know. I know we were talking about this earlier, but So Studio, I feel like a lot of people that go on that show are like full of shit. So basically, there's like anchors. I was telling you, there's like some guy called Film It Tagger.
Yeah.
Mima Viglicia. Those are the type of guys that actually like. I listen to their opinion because they say concrete things. Most times on the panels, they have people who work in the industry, but like different things. So sometimes they can have fashion students on. Sometimes it could be like some graphic design industry.
Yeah.
Sometimes it could be someone who does interior decorating for fashion shows.
Yeah.
But it just seems like those type of guys, when they go on Show Studio, they just listen to what Mima says.
I reckon...
And then they kind of just, it's like groupthink, they just say the same thing. They don't really have an opinion. And then they use like big English and big grammar and try to sound intelligent. But
I reckon it might be quite like intense there as well. Like you must maybe like get there and then like you've gone there like, yeah, I'm going to say what's in my head. And then like all the cameras and everything is like all looking at all the lights and you're just like, oh, fuck, I'm just going to agree. Yeah. I reckon that probably happens as well.
Yeah, that's why I don't like Show Studio, because it's too much groupthink. I feel like if I was to go on that show and then say my opinions, everyone's going to be looking at me like I'm crazy just because I'm saying how I think or saying things how it is, because in fashion there's like this big underlying filter.
Sheep.
Yeah, and this is, I'll snowball from this into, why do you think people downplay brands like A Cold War and like Hood by Air? Because those are the type of things I see in Show Studio where they'll be like, yeah, it was alright, but it's streetwear, but it's like Burberry.
Yeah.
You have praise for like Ricardo Tisci, what he's doing at Burberry, and he's making caps and hoodies. But then A Cold War is doing something better in my opinion.
Yeah.
But because this is Burberry and Burberry has heritage, and then this is A Cold War that's like more new, they don't look at like each collection individually and like come to a conclusion. They let too many things and bias like influence.
Things that affect
you. Yeah. So what do you think about like why people downplay A Cold War and like Hood by Air?
I reckon it's just because of the whole like new, like when people see something new they don't want to accept it. I was thinking about this and I was thinking why actually is it, because it's the referencing is pretty good, like to what they tell us, like from the environment, built environment and stuff. For A Cold War, this is you know his background. He's admitted to like he says like why things look the way because of his background. I reckon it's just because it's new. Like it's a new thing, like to have like this type of designer in the position he's in from like where he's from. I reckon they're just like it's just too much. Yeah. Because it's not like the greatest designs ever, but like it's fresh. It wouldn't pop so much if it wasn't this fresh.
Yeah, no one's saying he's like Rei Kawakubo. No one said like Samuel Ross is Rei Kawakubo, but he is making good clothes, and they downplay it, but then they praise Burberry, and it's like it's the same thing. If anything, I prefer A Cold War to like what Burberry's doing right now.
100%.
If anything, so it's like
100%. Like it's not even close.
Like the Burberry shows I've been looking at, like correct me if I'm wrong, there's trench coats, which they always do. The women's wear is decent, they have some interesting silhouettes, but as far as the men's wear goes, it's suits, trench coats, and then it's
a lot of people
bunch of like hoodies, caps, t-shirts with graphic prints. It's the same thing.
A lot of people were like singing high praises of the full winter show, like from just now. Yeah. I was like, I need to. I wasn't even gonna watch it. I was like, oh shit, I'm missing out. Yeah. I watched it. I was like there, like sitting in bed. I was like, whoa, what is?
It's not that good. It's overrated. And
I don't really understand. And then next man just come out rapping at the end. Who was rapping at the end of their show?
I can't even. I think it was Heady One.
I was so confused. I was like, I don't know what's going on. Like.
Oh my god.
So I thought maybe like I got the wrong year, or like I was like, nah, this is actually the show people are gassing. Yeah. Like, I don't really understand.
Yeah, it was just
compared to the A Cold War show. Like, that was
the A Cold War show was way better than the Burberry show, just as a show.
Alone.
As a spectacle. And then the clothes were better.
As well.
And then people say, oh, Burberry. Do you know what I think? I think in fashion, this is why some people get really pissed off when I have opinions, because people don't understand that like you have to, when you review shows, and that's what I don't like about trained fashion critics, is they let too much bias from the past collections and
like,
heritage affect their review on one show.
Right now,
Yeah, but you have to look at the show as a show. You can't then say, oh, but Burberry's done so and so in the past.
Yeah, you can like reflect to the last show, there's like a continuation. So like I know like Yang Lee's last, before the last 3, like this was the last, like this winter was the last of 3 shows they'd done that were all like related to films that he liked. So it was like a continuation of like the films he liked. Yeah. Like, cool. But then like you don't need to go all the way back to, if he does like in 10 years, there's no point talking about what just happened with these movies, because like if it's dead, it's dead.
Yeah.
You can't just try and live the dream forever.
That's true. That's just an issue I've just always had with like reviews. And another thing is because like when I review shows, people have gone to like places like Show Studio and heard them talk all sorts of bullshit, and then they come to my video and hear a different opinion. They're like, "Oh, you must be wrong because fashion critic 1, 2, 3, 4, 5
said
all
this.
Copied each other and said one opinion, and now
because
you're saying something different, you must
make up their own facts in your comments." Sometimes I like I'll be like, "Oh, let me just see what people are saying now." Like, just like people just making stuff up, like, "Oh, you're wrong about this date," and then it's like, then like someone else will reply, like, you're actually not right, like you actually just made that up, and I'm like, let me Google it. I'm like, how is he just? People just wherever they want, like Uber facts. That's where they get their facts from.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
Do you remember Uber facts?
No, I don't.
But it was on Twitter, like I used to think they were real facts. Like,
I wasn't like a big Twitter
They used to
guy.
put out like facts every day, like, oh, like the biggest whale in the world is like this big. Like, I reckon they were real to start with, and by the end, like, I was like, I swear that's not actually a fact. They were just making stuff up.
I think because it's the internet, people were probably trolling at that point. Like, people just,
but they had like millions of like.
Seriously?
Yeah.
I never even knew that.
Uber facts. Like,
no, I think I've seen like accounts on Twitter with, like facts. They just post facts, but not Uber facts though. Yeah, that's mad.
Bad. I believe some crazy stuff.
Then, okay, so the next question is, do you think international students dress well?
It's a common misconception. Like, you can't have a whole like type of person that dresses well, like, and then it's just stupid that people like. Imagine people said, "Oh, like black guys in Manchester all dress well."
Yeah,
it's like, well, they just don't do that. Like,
yeah, because there's going to be a lot of black people who just don't.
There was a point in time where like I could see why people like, because like that was like the look was like, oh, like like
all
designed
prints and logos and just
so like that was like
the drip, the drip dwap.
Before it was even called drip though, like it was like before like the drip boys started dripping.
Yeah,
they would do that, and then obviously the drip boys were like, "Raw, that they're sick."
Oh man,
that was like the common
Gucci, Balenciaga.
But now, like I think everyone's dressing well.
Right.
I think there's no like. I don't think it's stupid to think there's a particular.
Yeah, it's just funny because everyone's like, "Oh, international students dress so well." And there's like this aura around the international students. It's like,
do you reckon they know? Cause like they're like you know when you go on like a girl's phone, it's like a whole different like like internet. Do you reckon they even know like that? Everyone thinks they're like.
I almost think they don't. You know,
they must just think like I don't know what they see on Instagram.
Well, okay, I can speak for like people I know. So a lot of international students come here anyway at this uni, like Uni of Leeds, like Leeds Uni. They come from China or like Hong Kong, mainly. And I know some that come from Korea, and they tell me because they don't really talk to people who aren't like from their country.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I think it's to do with the people I've talked to. They just feel like people just don't even talk to them anyway. So how I've met them is through basketball. Because a lot of Chinese guys play basketball.
That's quite sad.
Yeah, it's quite sad. But yeah, so I've met a lot of Chinese guys who like basketball.
Yeah.
And then when we have discussions, they're like, yeah, if we talk, people probably make fun of our accents and stuff, and it's actually quite peak.
Mad.
So like, I don't think they interact with like people who aren't from where they're from. A lot of the time.
So it's just like a spiral effect.
So they wouldn't really know that people think they're
See,
it's crazy though. It shows how antisocial Brits are.
Raw.
We're not welcoming of other people.
I'm one of them.
Do you have any Chinese friends? See?
Oh no. Nathan Lyon, that's my guy. That actual best friend. No, I'm joking. He stays at us for Christmas.
Does he actually?
Yeah.
Oh, fair. I'll let you off. Like
one of them. You know when you like sponsor a child, isn't it? No, I'm joking. He's actually my friend. He's actually a good friend of mine.
Yeah. I feel you.
But that is mad to think. Like, I didn't realise. I thought they just weren't like on chatting to British people.
No, it's not, I don't think it's to do with they don't want to. I think it's more like they just feel like they're just gonna no one's really gonna take them seriously or like,
Man.
which is quite crazy. But yeah, going back to the question though, I don't think they know that we think, well not we, I personally don't really think wearing Balenciaga
most people think that they like look sick. But then maybe they do think that. I mean, they must think they look sick, otherwise why are they wearing the clothes?
Because that's just...
But I think everyone like dresses well. Like, it's just like everyone just gasses up that certain group.
I feel like a lot of international student style is based on the brands they wear. And sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. So like, if you're wearing head to toe Balenciaga, it's a bit... But sometimes they're wearing those different brands, but as an outfit it comes together well. Like they'll wear... Like I've seen some of the girls, they wear like JW Anderson Pierce bags or like Loewe puzzle bags. Yeah. And then they're wearing like some Balenciaga top and then maybe some Celine trousers. And it's like loads of brands, but it comes together well cohesively. But sometimes when they do the like Gucci monogram head to toe, it's just like you look like a SoundCloud rapper, mate. It's like
trust you like me. Wannabe SoundCloud rapper.
Look at the way you're dressed, man.
Nah, not today. Today I'm not dressed like a SoundCloud.
Oh my god, I'm joking.
I'm never dressed like a SoundCloud rapper. People always go, oh my god, you look like... Insert rapper name. Like Uzi.
Yeah.
I like Uzi, but...
Yeah, Uzi has alright style, but I think a lot of celebs, their style is a bit overrated. It's like Gunna, like everyone's like, oh, Gunna.
Yeah, but his music's so sick. Like
his music's sick, but it doesn't... This is going back to like the argument. You can't let other stuff cloud your opinion on a specific...
No, he does have some like...
His style is all over the place.
But you just allow it just because he's gonna like... It's that fit where he's got like the... he's got like the CDG Nikes on. Yeah. The 180s. And then he's got like this like pastel, bro. But like I love the fit. Like it's just jokes. Like...
I just find his fits funny, but people act like he's some fashion god, like he's the, I don't know, second coming of A$AP Rocky or something. Like, oh, Gunna.
It's so he's that little chubby self. Nah, he's alright.
Yeah, he's funny. But going into another question though, what do you think of like influencer brands, like fashion brands, influencers starting fashion brands?
It depends what they're making. What ones are there?
Okay, so there's Magnus Running has one. He's got running. Running.
Washed.
This guy said washed.
What? He knows it's not sick. Ask him off the record. Say off the record, is this sick? He'll be like, it's alright.
Yeah. To be fair, because on this channel I'm always truthful and I don't lie, even though I rate him. But
he's cool.
Yeah, he's a cool guy. He's a cool guy, but
he's funny.
His clothes are basic though.
You say I sit in my room and crease at his videos, but his clothes
are basic. Like
what?
He doesn't even, the way he made his clothes, like anyone can make them. All it is you go to a factory in Portugal, you use their pattern, you just make sure you use like better quality materials, and then you get samples and you make sure you downscale it to like different sizes, and that's it.
They'll have the sizes ready.
It's not like, I like Magnus. If Magnus sees this, I rate you, but your clothes are a bit basic, mate. Like if I was to make,
he knows that.
Brand,
he definitely knows that. He definitely probably said it in a video like, get this like really extravagant clothes, like haha, and like it's a joke, but then it's like it's actually what he sells. Yeah. But he knows it. He knows it.
That being said, though, some of his prints are quite sick. Like I'll put a picture up. I can't remember what exactly the t-shirt had, but yeah, it was quite sick. But there's some other influencer brands. There's like Bare Knuckles. That's by I think Jacob Keller, who used to be like, he's one of the like OG.
It's okay. Someone checked that out when we did the live stream. Someone said something about it. It was alright.
Do you think it's overpriced?
Yeah, but then I don't know
what the materials are. And
maybe it's
research.
Yeah, because that's like the thing. He might be aiming to bring the price to an easier level. But then he's got to cover whatever he's just
and also
spent on.
If you're a small brand, you have to charge more. I think a lot of people don't understand because they're saying it's overpriced. That's why I asked you that question.
Well, yeah, exactly. Like, so some people be
the more pieces you make, the cheaper each one becomes.
Like you make a printed tee, and that's like, unless you're getting like more than 100, then it's like 6 to 10 per unit. Yeah. So then if you you could charge 15, but like you probably have to charge like 25.
Yeah.
Then people are like, oh, 25, I could just spend double that and get like.
That's what people don't understand.
Pre-owned Supreme.
Because people, they look at bare knuckles and they're like, oh, but I could, for that price, but I could get something else. But it's like, it's not really his fault because.
Plus, it depends how you feel about people having your clothes. Some people like.
Yeah.
I like being able to. That's why I like thrifting is quite cool. Like going charity shops because no one's probably gonna have the clothes you get, and you get that same luxury by buying like the highest of.
Yeah.
Like expensive stuff.
Yeah. I don't know anyone else who has an influencer brand really. There's like. So I've said bare knuckles. There's Magnus Running. I think Unknown Vlogs. Kofi has a brand, but I don't really rate it. What do you call it? Calabasas Cowboys or something?
I don't know what
it's just like some embroidery on sweatshirts.
I don't know what he's doing. I don't know. I actually don't know what he's doing. Not even like in a diss. I actually don't know what he's doing.
Do you know what it is?
Jacob Wallace.
Do you know what it is?
Jacob Wallace makes clothes.
Oh yeah, he does. What do you think about his clothes?
Pretty cool. Like that's
a lot of people like the shorts. I think they're quite nice.
Shorts are the short. I got sent a pair of his shorts, but I didn't. Not like on a on a person level. Like I ordered like some sunglasses time ago, and he just never sent them. So then like he hit me up. I was like, oh, I'll send you. Like he sent me like literally everything that was available at the time, but the shorts just because I'm like wide, they just don't fit.
Do you know what I think it is? I think it comes down to how you market. So with Unknown Vlogs, right, when he used to make merch, well, he used to call it merch.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this is sick. Because at the time, there was Anti-Social Social Club, like printing blanks. Printing on blanks and like making terrible quality
they made so
stuff
much
and selling it for so much. And then you've got like Unknown Vlogs, Kofi, making hoodies with really interesting prints and like messages on them, and it was better quality than like Gildan. So I'm like, oh, this is sick for merch. But then this Calabasas Cowboys thing, he said is a brand. So it's like, okay, now I'm gonna like review it as a brand. So it's like with me, if I was to release merch, that would just be like a hoodie and I print the fashion archive on it. Then you can't really, it's merch. But if I was to come out and say, okay, I'm actually making a brand, then you can't really be just putting like the Calabasas Cowboys thing where it's just like embroidery on a sweatshirt. It's
I'll give you some.
It's like, if you're gonna make a brand, you gotta make an actual good brand. And that's the problem.
This brand, everyone like, well, a lot of people like to call things brands. Like I don't really like it, but it's like hard to describe on a quick level like what something is. If you don't actually want to have the conversation, it's hard to be able to.
That's true.
It's easy to just be like, oh yeah, it's a brand, like bye. But like, if he's actually making a video about it, it's like, oh, I've got this brand, then it's like you've actually said it. We're out of time, ladies.
Hold on. Sorry, the camera's just cut out. So let's continue what we were saying. We were talking about what a brand is, and merch and stuff. Yeah,
it's hard to. If you're gonna make if you're actually gonna make a statement like whether that's written or video.
Yeah.
If you're gonna say something as a brand, then you got to expect to get judged as a brand.
Yeah.
I understand in like person, like if people ask about what I do outside of uni.
Yeah.
If I don't really want to talk.
Yeah, just say I have a brand.
It's just a brand, but I really don't like saying that. It's just things I think of cool.
I feel like I just like constructive criticism because I think people improve that way.
Always.
But the problem is, like, when I say certain things, people think I'm hating, and it's like, it's never hate. It's like, it's always, I'm just saying things as they are, and to some people it comes across as harsh. I think it comes down to like where people grew up. Like obviously I grew up in Lewisham, London. Like if you're doing something people don't like, they'll tell you. Like I come from the era of like say it to your face.
Yeah, I'm from the ends.
He's from the ends.
St Albans, Hertfordshire, where it's gritty.
What are you talking about? St Albans, that's
bro. When you go to the cathedral on a Saturday, watch out because some old ladies might be there. Take you out.
Oh my god. Yeah, I'm from the era of like say it to your face. I'm from an area where like if you say something behind someone's back, everyone looks at you like, what's wrong with this guy? Like,
it's more like direct.
Me coming on YouTube with that same mentality, like if I have constructive criticism, I'm just gonna say it rather than say it to people I know and like say it behind their back. So everyone knows how I feel, how I stand. It doesn't mean I hate anyone. I don't have problems with anyone, but people just
it's better than
getting their feelings.
Little like twat.
Because they're from this internet era
scurrying around just throwing out parts with no.
Yeah. It's not like I'm saying, this is garbage, and then
the conversation. You are like providing some sort of explanation, and then someone can actually respond to that with an explanation as well. Yeah, rather than just violence.
I just feel things need to be judged accordingly. Like, for example, if I was telling guys, okay, I'm making merch, if you want to support me, that's more because obviously I have a channel, it costs money to run a channel, so if I want people to support me and they feel like they want to, then they can buy into the merch. That's very different from saying I have a fashion brand. I'm starting a fashion brand. Like, I can't start a fashion brand and then print blanks. That's just, which is why with Magnus Running, it's a whole running brand, but really it's a pre-made pattern in a factory in Portugal with a logo.
I'm trying to think, what's his name? It's like a guy called, he's always so solemn, but I reckon he's actually happy inside.
Who's that?
Bro, he comes and he's like, hi, I bought these boots. I've got these jeans, I've got other jeans
Who's
like
that?
this. Bro, he's always buying like the same type of jeans, like with a slight difference.
I'm trying to think of who you're talking about. Wait, a YouTuber?
Yeah, like high-end, not high-end, like archive type fashion. You know what I'm talking about.
Is that Fernando?
Nah,
Miguel.
other one. Not Fernando, the
Who
other
else,
one.
Who else does archive?
He works with Ian Connor.
Oh! What's his name?
He's, I hope he's happy on the inside. He stopped, like, what my point
I know
is,
who you're talking about. I know who you're talking
You just
about.
put him here, innit?
He was on that video that Sanjeev, when he featured
Swear?
up and coming YouTubers. Yeah, I think so.
Oh, I don't watch Sanjeev.
Okay. Do you want to get into why you don't watch Sanjeev?
No. When the time will come for Sam. I'm sure he's probably actually getting good again now. The fact you said he watched his most recent video, maybe. It's
okay, guys, let's just clarify it. Don't worry, no one will care.
No, because he was like my favorite YouTuber. I was like, like I'd go on my phone like, has he uploaded? No, he hasn't. Oh man, like, it's a sad day. And then suddenly he's just dead. The content's just rubbish. He's a sellout. But then
obviously I don't agree with him.
Maybe
I think Sanjeev is the GOAT, but
I reckon like you just must make mad bread. Like you gotta get them views. I'm not paying you, so.
I think
he might as well get rich.
As a YouTuber, I understand why he would like collab with like
what I see the other day, which I thought was sick.
And stuff. He's
on the train line app.
Yeah, I saw that.
I was like, what is man doing on like? I was like, that's actually sick. It's still the same thing, but I was like, it's pretty sick.
Yeah.
I think it's when it's just because the stuff he seemed to be doing was like directly like fashion related. It was like didn't seem like what he was on or what he said he was on.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't like it. But then like if the train line says to him, we'll pay for you to go around and use the app.
Yeah.
That's like a different thing. But I don't know. Maybe he's good now.
What was, because obviously we've had this discussion so many times like outside of this, and I'm saying like the only person who I've come out and said like wasn't feeling their content anymore was Unknown Vlogs.
Yeah.
And Unknown Vlogs was my favourite YouTuber. Before Unknown Vlogs, I'd never watched a vlogger constantly. I just thought, like, why does someone want to care about someone's life? But his videos were so good, they were so interesting. And then he kind of like went from documenting the London fashion scene and like then he started doing like different places in Europe, which was quite cool. And I know he went to New York, to just how much is your outfit worth, and it's like So I just kind of got off him, and then now he's made that documentary, which I thought was really sick. So with Sanj, I don't think, to me, his content has always been consistent and good. It's not like Unknown Vlogs that went to start doing how much your outfit worth. So what was the tipping point for you?
He just allowed me to see like a side of fashion that like I'd never seen before, like that, like super like high end, like, and I was like seeing how like he did everything like styling and like he'd talk about like DIY sometimes and like all this sick stuff, and then like suddenly it was just like I was like, oh, I don't understand.
It was what though? You still haven't described what you're talking about.
It was just more like streetwear for a period of time.
Why? Because he was wearing needles, or what was it?
Nah, I liked his he did a DIY needles video. Yeah, quite good.
That was quite sick.
I don't know. There was that video with the Supreme jumper.
That was hilarious.
But it was like sponsored, so like I get it. I get what like I'd probably do it as well. Like,
Yeah.
but that's why like I was there. So like I'm not gonna watch the videos anymore. If I've gone there for what? If I know what I've gone there.
Yeah. I get what you mean because, like, for example, Unknown Vlogs, I got there for a certain reason, and it turns out how much your outfit worth, and I was like,
yeah, like, I'm not watching it.
Yeah,
because I'm not from like a high end background, so it was like sick to be able to see like someone like actually show it, and like not like you didn't have to like go and look around, like you'd actually go in one place.
Do you think Sanj was one of the reasons, like watching people like Sanjeev, why you study fashion design?
Yeah, definitely.
He could have been.
Definitely plays a part. Probably shouldn't hate on him so much. Thanks, Sanj.
Oh my god, that's jokes.
I just think, I don't know, maybe I should check out his channel again now, but there was a point in time where like, it was like...
You definitely should. Like, I don't think...
It was like crack.
Sanj ever fell off.
No, he never fell off. He was just, he just went from being my crack to just rum and coke.
I think that Supreme video, whereas I think it was styling Supreme with Magnus, I think.
Yeah.
I think that was tongue in cheek. I think it was tongue in cheek.
What does that even mean?
Like, it was done deliberately to kind of make a joke.
To annoy me?
Not to annoy you. He doesn't care about that, bro. He don't even know who you are.
I'm kidding. Oh, like,
said to annoy
it's not meant to be good. It was meant to be like just taking a piss.
Yeah, just taking a piss. Like, even Magnus made a video with Ari Petri recently.
Yeah,
that was like just to take the piss.
What was it? What did he?
He was just
they doing?
Getting styled by Ari Petri and like loads of Supreme. And
what, are they actually like friends then now? Or?
I don't know, bro. I have no idea.
But how can you how can you diss me on the internet and then like they'll make a video of you, like not like what?
That's hilarious.
Like actually make a whole video like 10 minutes on me and then what?
It's so ironic because Magnus Roddick makes fun of Ari Petri all the
like,
time, and then he turned around and made a video of him.
Get them views up.
It's all about the money, all about the views. That's what it's about on this platform apparently. Which is why people like I make some Met Gala reviews.
Yeah, make
unboxing videos.
Unbox I don't know.
People like unbox the Sakai's, yeah. Because I'm so against unboxings. If you want to see the Sakai's, these are the Sakai's here. If you want to see
they're
the
chunkier
detail.
than...
They're chunky. Let's do a quick review. They've got 3 different types of sole. They've got 2 swooshes. They've obviously got the...
That's it, now you've done unboxing.
Tags.
It's finished.
No, that's the end of the unboxing. I'm not going to make a whole dedicated video that will get 10,000 views because I just don't make those type of videos. I'm sorry. Like
documentation purposes only.
But yeah, what do you think though? Do you think I should sell out for the sake of YouTube? Do you think
because
you
then
have to sell out on YouTube?
Nah, because it's like if there's an empty gap, and just exploit it.
Yeah.
I don't really see the point. Like, I guess the numbers probably like go up like that, and it like plateaus for a bit, and then it like kind of like is more like that. And I guess some people might get to that plateau and they're like, oh shit, like where's all the traction? But like, it depends what you want out of it, I guess. But like, there's a gap for someone to educate, like teach me about like different houses and show me shows that like I haven't seen yet, and like give me like a not biased but just informed opinion. Like there's a gap for that. There's no one else doing that, which is why it's sick.
Yeah, the issue I have with like YouTube and what I'm trying to stay away from is I feel like a lot of YouTubers box themselves in, and then when they get big, because they put themselves in the box, for whatever reason their interests change and they can't really remarket themselves or anything because they've been put in this box. So for me, people like make Met Gala reviews, and I know if I made a Met Gala review, it would get a lot of views because most of the people, and people have explained this to me, like people that follow the channel, the reason why, because I've been so against it, and they're actually explaining to me why I should. They're saying the reason why they want me to make Met Gala reviews is because outside of Hortland Mose, who makes really good videos, like really informed videos, there's no other person who goes in detail and in depth about like the theme or the piece, where's this reference from, or no one that has the like background knowledge of fashion to relate it back to the outfits that they're wearing or the designers, what they do. So it's like most of the time Met Gala reviews are more just people just looking at it and bashing them with no context. So that's what people said they want to see.
They want that informed opinion now. So
which is why obviously then people want me to make Met Gala reviews. But to me, I just feel like Met Gala
Yeah,
reviews.
like, are you just doing it because of like all the clicks?
Am I just doing it because I want views, or am I like, do I care about Met Gala reviews, or do I like it? And it's like, I don't really care. So if I was to make a Met Gala review, I'll be going out of my way to like make the video for
just
views,
for the clicks.
Essentially.
Would you enjoy it?
Not really.
Nah, allow it then.
It's just because I don't really care about what celebrities wear, man. It's just. I wish I cared.
Someone just put them in the clothes. They said, "Oh,
yeah." Someone put them in the clothes. Can we pay you to wear our clothes?
Yeah,
and that's it.
Go on, man.
And then everyone gets so fascinated by all these like dresses. It's just, it doesn't really interest me, like all this runway stuff.
Yeah.
So there's some things I know gets views, like the Sakai's. Someone was like, "Oh, make a review on the Sakai's." And I know people are searching for like Nike Sakai review, and obviously if I was to make one, it'll get loads of views. But it's, once again, I don't want to put myself in that box of like the unboxing YouTuber. So it's like,
I guess if it's in a complete video, but then like,
I want to be able to make random videos, and people aren't like, "Where did this come from? This is so random." So it's like, I made a video about the Queen style, which I deliberately knew would do well, but it's because that's just what interested me. I was like, I wonder what the Queen style is like, and then I looked into it and I was like, oh, I should make a video on this. And some people are already like, oh, where did this come from? But the more I do stuff like that, the more people...
people be like used to the diversity.
To like where the videos can come from anywhere. Whereas if I start making Met Gala reviews and unboxings, then I'm going to become that like... that guy, the reviewer.
Yeah, you don't want to be that. Because then you're just waiting on things to happen as well.
Yeah.
Like, to review. That fluctuates too much.
Yeah. So what brands, going back to fashion, because we've been talking about YouTube too much, what brands have you been feeling recently? Or what brands are you like into? I know you've been like into Issey Miyake like recently. Yeah,
I've been having to, just for uni, kind of read up on the Japanese free.
Yeah.
Who else? Yang Lee, still enjoy a lot.
Yeah. I really like Yang Lee. Yang Lee's so underrated as well. I don't think too many people actually know about him.
I think
in London it's quite big though.
Yeah.
In London, Yang Lee is quite big.
Who else am I into at the moment? So I think I haven't bought anything in ages.
Yeah. Just like, whose shows have you been seeing that you've liked?
Bro, I watched the show the other day. But it was like, Kiko.
Yeah.
I've been like watching a lot of his stuff, like just trying to go back and like watch like, from back then to now. Like quite sick.
His shows are amazing, like the workwear and stuff. It's quite sick.
Just like the fusion of everything.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I've been more just a lot like Issey, I guess. Like looking into it. I kind of try and just educate myself more.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm enjoying educating myself about like the Japanese free, and then at the same time I'm trying to go back. Undercover. I don't know how that's.
Yeah.
Undercover.
Oh yeah, a lot of people like Undercover. That's
I've been trying to like learn more about the origins of like the Japanese streetwear scene. It wasn't even called streetwear then. Yeah, just like
the fashion scene.
All the crazy stuff that was happening back then, like before like Nigo.
Yeah. I feel you. I'm still on my Antwerp 6 wave.
I haven't even got like, there's so much to learn.
There's like so much to learn.
So like I haven't even got. I haven't even thought about learning about it. I've got a fat off book about Margiela, but I haven't. The more like I read something about like someone in Japan, I'm like, let me go a bit further.
I mean, I made a video on the Antwerp 6. You've seen it, right?
Yeah.
And it was doing so well because I don't think anyone else has made a video on the Antwerp 6.
Still waiting on the rest.
It got like 10,000 views, but I just hated the video because basically I've gone and like read books about Demeulemeester, Dries and Noten since then, Margiela, and now it's just like that video is so watered down. Like, it's just I'm just chatting shit basically. Like, I'm not chatting shit. Like back then, obviously I knew who they were. I'd seen some of their collections, but I just seen their collections, knew who they were, and taken what I'd taken from it. I didn't actually know where the references are from, that sort of stuff. And now it's like I have to make another one. So I actually took that video down
Oh man.
And then, yeah, I'm gonna make another one soon. So that's what I'm on. I'm just looking at the Antwerp 6 and like what they've been doing, especially Dries, Walter, and Demeulemeester. And obviously Martin Margiela as well. I've been reading up on Martin a lot. I'm 2 books deep in Margiela, and yeah, it's crazy, man. Even Raf Simons, funny enough, the reason why Raf Simons makes clothes is because Raf Simons went with Walter van Beirendonck to a Margiela show. He took him to a Margiela show, and then it was just so good. He got inspired.
Mad.
And he wanted to make clothes. And then Linda Loppa, I'm not sure if you know who she is. She's like the teacher who taught like almost every great Belgian designer.
Okay.
She encouraged Raf to start designing clothes.
Mad.
So I can imagine, even though he didn't like study fashion design, the fact that Linda Loppa was like telling him to make clothes, and he was working underwater, like he was bound to be a great
trust.
Yeah, it was just so yeah. I've just been on that, but in current times, like, what brands am I feeling like?
Yeah, what about you?
Jack Moose, Simon Port Jack Moose. I'm not sure if you've been looking at Jack Moose. They're famous for like the Polaroids and the bags,
like the little ones,
the mini bags. Yeah. But the clothes actually, like, forget all that stuff that's like for social media and stuff, are sick.
Yeah.
Because the whole inspiration is like this kind of like, he grew up in south of France, so his name's like Simon Port Jack Moose. So he grew up in the south of France, so it's inspired by like how those people dress. And like the scenery and like the summery vibes, sunny vibes, that sort of thing. So that's
quite cool.
Yeah, that's why he makes straw hats that you particularly wear in summer, or like the materials he uses in his shirt. So yeah, it's quite sick. I really like Jack Moose. Also recently, obviously I'll be basic and say Dior Homme. But Dior Homme has been sick, man. Kim Jones is just, anything he touches, just is crazy. And yeah, Dior had that collab with Elix that everyone was just going crazy over. But Dior have had quite a few good collabs. They've had the Cause collab as well, although I thought that could have been executed better.
All the accessories and jewelry.
Yeah. There's been a lot going on in fashion, definitely.
Bare since I've last seen you.
What else can I even talk about? What else is going on in fashion?
Trying to think. I guess I feel like now there's been like a surge of like people like just coming off of this whole like streetwear and brands.
Yeah.
So I think it's like kind of, that's more like quite.
What, you mean like their whole Instagram, like make my own brand?
I think it's quite dead now just to be like only brand. Like it's actually like not a thing anymore at all. So it's quite cool to see like the development and seeing where people are going from here.
Yeah, I feel that.
I saw someone said the other day on Instagram, like, there's like a new type of like hype beast, which is like a type of like archive fashion type of person.
Yeah.
But I don't think I agreed with it. I thought it was a bit unfair to just say like, just because they like they like a certain type of thing, like why are they the new hype beast? I was like, oh, that's peak. Like, imagine if like you just actually got like sick little archive, and then now everyone's like, oh, like, you're like what they are, like. Yeah. But like, it's cool to see where everyone's going. Like,
I think it's how you carry yourself, because I made a video about like high-end hype beasts, which is kind of like similar to what that person was saying, and it's not the fact that they're wearing archive or whatever. I just think it's always the reasoning behind why you're wearing something. So if the reason you're wearing something is because that person wore it, so if I wear it, those people are going to rate me. Then you're a hype beast because you don't like it, do you? You're wearing it because you saw that person wearing it, and you think if you wear it, then you'll be like, I'm stylish. So that's what a lot of people do. So yes, they're wearing Margiela Tabi boots and like stuff like that, but it's like, just sometimes they don't even like it. They don't even like what they're wearing. They just wear it because they know fashiony people. He's wearing Margiela Tabi. He knows about style. So that's where it comes into. I think it's more of a mindset thing than what you're actually wearing. Like, you could wear all Supreme and actually really like it, and I wouldn't really view you as a hype beast because you're like a skater who's like Supreme, like you're obsessed. Like, you're obsessed. I wouldn't really call that sort of person a hype beast, but
if you're just doing it for like validation
or just for Instagram likes, then that's as a hype
It's
beast.
just a lot of time.
Yeah, that's all that, like, that. This goes back to, like, another reason. Everyone's like, oh, why don't you post more outfits? It's like, when I wear clothes, the first thing that comes to my head is not, let me take a picture for Instagram so I can get likes.
Yeah.
And grow my Instagram account. That's just not what comes to my head.
Yeah.
Like, I wear clothes because I like the clothes. Sometimes if I take a picture, I'll, like, get a fit pic. But this is going back to, like, I need to learn to start balancing YouTube and Instagram because I'm trying to build.
You can be
So I have to actually do certain things that
influencer.
are just quite annoying.
Yeah.
Like having to
Suck
think
up.
about taking a picture when I wear an outfit is quite
Suck up
annoying.
your pride.
My pride.
Hashtag some stuff. You're gonna have to.
That's just dead.
Because I'm gonna have to as well.
That's so
It's
dead.
just a bit like
Yeah. It just goes against everything because I'm so against like forcing things. It's just I don't like things that are forced.
yes, it's a bit extra,
Yeah.
but it's got to be done.
It's got to be done, unfortunately. Let's see.
Right, question.
Actually, no. So, what brands do you think are gonna like blow up soon? In your opinion? Like, so aren't mainstream but might go mainstream in like a couple of years, potentially.
Oh, Yang Lee has to blow up.
It has to because you like it or you actually think it's on the trajectory to blow up.
I'm trying to think of it. Is it on the trajectory? The second last collection was better than their last one.
Yeah.
And I don't know, they've stopped doing, they're not doing runways for their menswear.
Yeah.
Which I don't know if that's just a decision or if that's like money, which is a bit peak.
Yeah, sometimes it's money or sometimes it comes down to like, so sometimes companies do evaluations on like how much the runway shows, how much that translates.
Yeah, into
Yeah. So for some brands it actually translates, like Louis Vuitton, because there's an aura around that adds to the brand.
Yeah.
But for something like Yang Lee, the level it's at, it might not translate.
Actually, yeah.
It just might be a waste of money. So they're better off doing just presentations randomly than being at Fashion Week. So it just, you have to do what works well for your brand, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yang Lee is such a good brand, they're so underrated. I think it's too experimental to go mainstream.
You reckon?
Every brand that has gone mainstream is for non-experimental reasons. So Balenciaga is a really good brand that does a lot of experimental stuff, but the stuff that went mainstream, the Triple S, is like, it's different, but it's not really that experimental, to be honest. Then there's who else has gone mainstream?
Kind of trend based.
Prada went mainstream at some point.
Yeah.
But it was just puffer jackets with the Prada logo, or like what I have, like the bucket hat with the Prada logo. So it's like, that's not really experimental, is it?
Yeah.
So I think to be mainstream, you have to appeal to the masses.
Who do you think then?
Obviously, I know Dior Homme is like getting there, but it's not really mainstream. It can't go mainstream because a guy, you know, Emmanuel.
Yeah.
He was saying that, and I actually figured it out. Dior Homme don't really sell online because they don't want certain consumers to have their clothes. Like they don't want it to be too accessible. So you won't really see too much Dior Homme anywhere online. Yeah. You can only buy it in stores. So Dior Homme can't really go mainstream for like those type of factors.
Yeah.
But
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, I didn't know until he told me either. I didn't notice. I just never noticed.
Yeah, it makes sense though.
So yeah, it's crazy, man. So what brand do I think go mainstream? I know Gucci has gone mainstream, Balenciaga, Prada. This year's kind of Dior, but it's not really going to go that mainstream. So you have to think of like semi-mainstream brands now, like Rick Owens.
Oh.
Do you think it would ever blow to that point?
To where it was before?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Why not?
Because I mean, they're gonna have to like do something way different. Like all that unless that silhouette comes back around, like the long silhouette, like dark. If that comes back around, which it must do eventually. Then if like the right person wears it, he's like a known guy. But like the Rick Owens silhouette's not like as popping anymore.
Yeah, I feel
So
you.
then like someone like A$AP Rocky, who's like an on trend person, kind of sets kind of trends, but like he's like a trendy guy.
Yeah.
He's not gonna wear as much Rick Owens now
Yeah.
as he did before. So like the people who like look to him for whatever's good, they're not gonna wear it.
Yeah. I feel like Burberry could potentially go mainstream.
I hope not.
I hope not, because it's not really that good. Like the clothes haven't been that good,
I
but
hope not.
they're pushing this like their new monogram,
It's not.
and it's a decent monogram. But I feel like if it resonates with enough people, it could go mainstream.
I really hope it does.
Because the original pattern, everyone was like in love with that. So
Novacek.
yeah. So now, like, if people resonate with the Ricardo Tisci logo,
Yeah.
that he's been pushing, because I saw a post. I can't remember who posted it, but Burberry has been investing in a lot of influencers on Instagram to just wear
really?
clothes specifically with that print.
Mad. Don't even know
So
that.
yeah, they've got a plan. But yeah, we can't talk for too long, so we'll bring this video to an
We have
end.
to chop it up.
But how the first video that you were on, actually, we were reviewing people's outfits.
Oh.
So if you want to be featured on part 2, you have to use the hashtag IOTFA in your like Instagram posts, and yeah, you'll get featured most likely. It's not a promise, but you might do. But
Get that exposure. That's what you need. So you need in this world. What's it? How many subs are we on now? I said we because this is our channel.
how many subs? I don't even know. Last time I checked, it was like 6.7k.
Raw.
Yeah,
So
it's
by the time you
It's
get
all because of Sanjeev, so we have to shout out to Sanjeev.
shout out to
for
Sanj.
shouting.
I'm gonna resubscribe. But by the time you get in this video, you could be on 7k. That's like 7k people who could see your fit. See me give my unbiased opinion on your fit.
So, yeah, he said it. Where can people follow you?
Me, nah, you don't need to follow me. It'll just be here, innit? But you don't need to do it.
Okay, if you say so. You guys know where to follow me. It's probably on the screen anyway. Yeah, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Like the video, and stay tuned for more, man. I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, thanks guys. Please like, subscribe, and yes. This is that YouTuber stuff, innit? YouTuber business.